everybody. Thanks for joining me for March Comes In Like a Lion, episode 19. That's right, 19. You're only halfway. Excited to be here with you guys today. Thank you for joining me. If you wouldn't mind, please like, comment, and subscribe. That makes me happy. Okay, cool. So, I am ready for this episode. What are we going to have this time around? Who knows? I literally have no idea every episode what's happening or what's about to happen. There is no clear trajectory for this story, except we're seeing Ray grow, and it's a new adventure every chapter, every episode. Let's get into it.
It started when I was a baby. That's when I first saw it. Shogi's been with me ever since.
Oh my goodness. Since you're a baby?
I grew up in the Northeast. My village had snow and not much else. There weren't many other children my own age to play with. There wasn't much to do. Then one day, as I sat alone by the heater, a few old men from the neighborhood decided to teach me how to play shogi.
And your life was changed.
This piece here is the king. Rook, bishop, and silver.
For games, manga, and novels, the end always came too quickly. Shogi was different. I just kept going. By second grade, I was beating all of the adults in the village. And by the third grade,
kid.
I was taking the bus to study at a small shogi training hall in the city. My teacher from the training hall introduced me to Mr. Ouchi. Under him, I joined the association in Tokyo.
Isn't Kai incredible? He'll be famous one day.
The old men of the village were behind me 100%.
Aww.
That's when it began. I've had issues with my stomach ever since.
Oh, buddy. That'll do it to you.
It was just like I was just one more brat with a shogi board. The old men of the village never stopped believing in me. Commuting on the bus overnight felt endless. My seat squeaking and creaking. It was difficult to know whether all that noise was coming from the seat, stomach, or if it was all in my head. I would have awful nightmares of riding on.
Stress does that to your digestion,
never getting anywhere.
Stress actually shuts your digestion down.
I couldn't let everyone's faith in me
keep that in mind.
Just go to waste. Maybe that's the reason.
Oh, buddy.
Has me in its grips.
You're probably not eating well. Probably not eating enough fat. Probably not digesting well because your digestion is shut off because you're stressed.
Oh, it's okay. You don't
You're
have
not
to get
sleeping regularly.
I got you a few groceries. I'll just put them in the fridge for you.
Thanks a lot.
It's nothing. I'm on spring break now.
This
I can
is
make you some noodles if
why.
you'd like. They're pretty easy on the stomach if you make them soft.
You probably have something like
My dad had
IBS
stomach
maybe
aches too,
going on,
So I know how
which
that can be.
can be
It'll just take a
caused by
few
stress.
He did? I didn't know that Mr. Koda had stomach aches.
Do you mind if I add an egg?
Not him. Please. I see.
Eggs are good for you.
He meant his real father.
Oh, that looks really good, right?
Good.
That's great.
Aw.
Good. Your fourth match is in 5 days. You need to focus on getting better so you'll be ready for it.
Yeah, I think I'll be
Oh,
all right.
Ray, taking
These
care of
stomach
adults.
pains are nothing new to me. I found myself in a pinch. I don't usually like to make any sealed moves. During the natural flow of the game, I came up with a really good move. Later that night,
What is a sealed move?
4-6 bishop, not 6-6 silver, silver stain. Look at 4-6 bishop. I'm a goner. Made it before lunch.
by then it was too late, and my stomach was on fire.
You poor thing.
See? This is exactly why I'm telling you that you need to rest. You're not listening to me, are you?
Not at all.
Am I the only one who's benefiting from this? I'm only C1 and you're A class, so there's a lot I can learn by playing against someone like you. Does it help you out by playing against me?
Sometimes you sound like him. It's how you phrase things.
Huh?
You remember? You said it's unsettling.
Just feels like it. Unsettling.
Interesting.
And Soya saw silver to 3-7. Said that too.
That silver to 3-7 move was unsettling.
You two are kind of similar. Not in any particular way, but you both see the game in a similar fashion. You're both very good at offense and defense.
Interesting.
So when you're sitting across from me, I feel like I can figure out a tiny bit of Soya's thought process. It's
Interesting.
probably just temporary.
What a
So tell me what
huge
Grandmaster
compliment.
Soya's really like in person.
Let me see. How do I put this? He reminds me of a bird. Yeah, quiet and gentle. Like an egret or a crane. Sort of like the story of the tortoise and the hare. What continues to puzzle me is that the hare's laziness is caused by overconfidence. But with Soya, as you might expect from someone labeled a genius, He doesn't ever slack off and always maintains his confidence. Can never catch up to him, no matter what I do.
He
I've
seems
been watching
sad,
him
though.
all this. We're both the same age, but he blew through the association like a gust of wind. Just because there's distance between us doesn't mean I should stop trying to move forward. Just because it's obvious that I can't get ahead of him is no excuse for not making the effort.
Are you okay?
Shimada.
I think you need to see a doctor.
No, I've got plenty of medicine too. If only my stomach were a bit stronger.
Sounds
Sorry,
like
Kiriyama,
IBS.
could you
This
get me
poor
some water?
guy.
Yeah.
All right then. I won the right to challenge Soya, so I can't let him win without a fight.
That is true.
After all,
He
they
is
still
up
have the
against the
banner
Grand
there.
Master.
I'm the only one. Nobody has ever made it this far. I'm Yamagata's only highly ranked player. That's why I have to do this. I can't ignore that banner. A lot of people are depending on me.
Oh, yeah. Shinagawa.
There. I brought you a blanket, and if you'd like to have some tea.
Thanks for going to all this trouble.
The trip takes about 2 hours. I'll wake you up when we get there.
Thanks for everything.
Later that night.
One more loss and the next is do or die.
Can't imagine
All
leaning
straight
on a middle
losses.
schooler for
Can't let that
support like
happen.
that.
He urged me to continue practicing with him. I'll be here for you, it's no problem. However, as I watched Mr. Shimada sleep, a strong sense of regret surged through me. I never should have let it get this far. I should have made him take a break.
It's not your fault, kid. You were not responsible for
Alright, so
adults.
where do we find a taxi? Take us to the second Kyoto hotel, please.
Can't believe Ray is accompanying him. I guess he is still on spring break, right?
There he is! Hey, Shimada! Kiriyama! Glad you could make it too. It's your stomach again, huh? Man, you've always been so sickly.
Shut your face, man.
Sorry.
Can't they just do a stomach transplant? At this rate, you'll never be able to win a title.
Chairman, you're just making things worse!
Well, never mind. Go and get some rest until the reception.
I put your phone and some water and tea next to your pillow.
Ray is so thoughtful.
Thanks for helping out.
Aw, Ray is so thoughtful and kind. And probably takes way too much on his own shoulders.
I know.
Probably.
I'll
He
go pick up
does.
a book, and maybe I'll get something to drink.
It's been a huge help you bringing Shimada here. Well, I gotta get going. I've gotta go and find Soya. You see, he's living with his grandmother now, and she's gotten a bit hard of hearing, so I'm gonna go over there and find out for myself.
Okay, just go to his house, pick him up. Come on, bundle him into the car.
So I'm back in Kyoto. I wonder what Hina and the girls would like. The pre-match reception for the 4th game of the Shishio tournament was held that night. Mr. Shimada was surrounded by the press. He hadn't eaten anything since the night before. And he was still in pain just a little while ago. You can't do this. If it keeps up till tomorrow, you'll lose everything.
My most important job is giving everyone a good match.
I understand that, but
Yes,
still,
but-
it hurt to watch. Mr. Shimada.
You need to go to the hospital if it's
I
that
had the
bad.
feeling that each flash caused a burning sensation in Mr. Shimada's gut. They're talking to each other. Mr. Shimada?
I'm leaving. Stealth.
Doe suddenly? Are you okay?
Don't worry. I did everything I had to do. He wanted to help me out, so I'll leave the rest to him.
How is he gonna help him out?
Hey,
Sorry for leaving early. I need to get some rest.
no one will even notice, I'm sure. Besides, everyone's here to see Soya!
All right. As long as I say hello to everyone, the
Thanks,
rest of the night pretty
Chairman.
much becomes a Soya photo session.
Glad to know nobody's here to
I've
actually
always
see
been
me.
more of the wallflower type.
Okay, Chairman, that's enough. Now,
Jeez, Chairman, look at this
you
poor
don't
guy.
Need to
He's
say
gonna
another word, please.
Fly
He
away in the
really
wind.
does piss me off, though.
Know what the craziest part is? Maybe the same age as Soya, but you look like you're as old as Goto.
Oh, that's right, Kiriyama. I meant to tell you that Smith is going to help you out with your room, so go see if you can find him anywhere. See you tomorrow. Good night.
Have a good night. Even when he's in pain, he still thinks of others.
Wait,
Poor
so Goto
thing.
is like
It's no wonder his stomach hurts.
40 something. So how old is Mr. Shimada?
What do you want?
Sorry, fine.
I was just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Easy, what a pain. Knock it off! Hey there, what's going on? Really? Acting all lonely without me around, huh? Yeah? A healthy appetite? Ate every last bite?
Yeah.
Hey, wait! How could you? You're purring for someone else?
A girlfriend? And she's with someone else right now? A love triangle? Am I supposed to be hearing this?
No way! How could she? She hates when I hold her and never sits on my lap!
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Hey, Mr. Smith?
Kiriyama, I need a drink. Take the key.
And then The 4th match of the Shishio tournament.
Begin. Defending champion, if you will, please.
I hope. He looks exhausted. What should I have done? Should I have refused to practice? Forced him to relax?
He is a grown
The match
adult.
had begun.
You are a child.
And there was no way of stopping it now.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I feel for Mr. Shimada. I didn't know he had that. Well, I guess we found out in his little backstory at the beginning. Poor guy. That sounds like IBS or something, like for that kind of intense stomach pain. Poor guy. That can definitely wind you up in the hospital. I don't have anything quite that severe, but I've had digestional issues most of my life. It can just, ruin your day. And it's just, yeah. Get it, Mr. Shimada, but that sounds so much more horrific. And wow, poor guy, like, pushing himself is absolutely what's causing it. Endless stress that he's put himself under like his entire life with shogi. I hope he does well in the tournament. I mean, he hasn't won a single match yet, has he? It also makes me kind of sad seeing Ray, how he feels guilty. My good sir, you are a child. He's almost 18, right? He's about to graduate high school, and you are putting on yourself guilt and responsibility of taking care of an adult. Okay, so he's not as old. Try and do the math here. So Kyoko is a little bit older, so she's probably in her like early 20s. She said that Goto is like 20 years older than her, so he's in his 40s. And Soya and Shimada are not as old as Goto, so they gotta be in their 30s. Poor guy, I thought he was older than that. Yeah, Ray, it is not your responsibility to take care of a 30-something-year-old adult man who's not even your family. That just speaks to like a whole level of trauma there. Children should not have to take care of adults like that. Anyway, wow, I'm actually kind of nervous for him for this tournament. What's gonna happen with Ray? I feel like everything is kind of leading up to Ray and Soya having some kind of a discussion, interaction. Anyway, thank you for joining me today on this episode. March Comes in Like a Lion, episode 19. Please like, comment, subscribe if you wouldn't mind. It would make me happy. I will see you guys next time. Juicy!